Hello, men, women, and assorted others. Almost forgot that's my timer. Anywho, hello, men, women, and assorted others, and welcome to a new Let's Play. Let's Play Star Wars Empire at War. Oh, I've been waiting for a while to do this Let's Play, and this is going to be my 25 subscriber special. I've been waiting for a while what I'm going to do for my 25 subscriber special, and with things like updating my computer with an SSD and stuff, it's kind of delayed doing the episode. Originally, I was thinking like doing like a 2-hour like recording and a Let's Play or something. Eventually, I figured, you know what? That's going to take a long time. Let's just do a Let's Play. Even though in the long run, it's going to take longer, but who cares? So, this is what I'm going to be doing for 25 subscribers, and this is probably one of my favorite games, definitely one of my favorite Star Wars games. And it was released in 2006 by LucasArts and Petroglyph. LucasArts, shame you had to go, down. 2006 was a good year for Star Wars games. Like, this game came out, we had Republic Commando come out. Part of me wants to think Battlefront 2 came out in 2006, that might have been earlier. But yeah, those are some of my favorite Star Wars games, and they all came out around the same time period, so this was a great period for games. And then also came out the expansion pack, Forces of Corruption, and this game is just a really good game to mod. There are some amazing mods out there. Like, there's a mod for Forces of Corruption. Sorry, having a little spot. Double speaking, where you can actually play it through a public. Now, what I'm going to be doing for this Let's Play, I'm going to be playing, for this 25 special, I'm going to be playing Galactic Conquest, which is pretty much a free-form campaign. I'm not going to do the main storyline. That's just going to be a different Let's Play in among itself. But yeah, one thing I'm going to try to do is, if you ever watched XPG Gamers, or I think that's how it's called, XPG Gamers Republic at War Let's Play, you'll know how he kind of does it like the cartoon series, where it's like sneak peeks at new episodes and things. Like, he'll say like what happened, a brief summary of the previous episode. He'll like, if you've watched that, or if you watched the Star Wars Clone Wars cartoon, kind of like that. And I'm gonna be trying to do something similar to that, where I kind of like do recordings with like sneak peeks at previous episodes, like things like that. Anywho, enough jibber jabbering. You'll see when I eventually get to it. Let's begin. Galactic Conquest. Now, which one am I going to do? We're going to play Rebellion. It's 12 o'clock right now, so I'm having difficulty speaking. I'm going to do Rebellion on medium. So let's see. What do I want to do? Maybe that. I kind of want to do a semi-big one, but not so big. I forgot about the difference. I think this one. What's the difference between these two? We're not doing Shipyard to Q8 because that's timed, and strategy and timing doesn't really go well. I mean, lines are drawn. Just, I'm debating doing Galactic Conflict, but let's do an Empire at War. 35 planets, tech level 1. We're gonna leave the tech level and everything as it is. Random events on, and begin. Alright. War is raging throughout the galaxy. There have been several battles with the Empire, and the Alliance has now spread very thin across the galaxy. Many rebellion worlds are cut off from each other. An attack can come at any time, at any location. Act quickly, and use your initial 6,000 credits to defend your foothold in the galaxy. Rebellion will achieve victory if the Empire is removed from the galaxy. The Emperor is killed. Well, I don't see how we could not kill the Emperor. Well, never mind. I don't see how you could remove the Empire and not kill the Emperor. Alright. The Death Star is destroyed. Mon Mothma must survive. So, first thing we could do is immediately pause the game, because, I need to get an overview of the situation here. Right, I'm also going to turn these sliders on. This slider here displays credit values for the planet, so you can see how much each planet's making. Speaking today is a little difficult. This one here shows space station levels and ground base levels, which I'll get to a little later. This displays special abilities, and this displays heroes at the top of the stack. So anywho, this is our foothold in the galaxy so far. We currently own Triferia, Endor, Hoth, Kashyyyk, Kessel, and Yavin 4. And you can see it looks like the bulk of our forces are concentrated us. And like the game says, we are spread thin. Now, there are a ton of neutral planets right here. These planets that have nothing on them, these are neutral planets. Anyone can go take them if they want to. And I'm going to want to take some planets pretty fast, because we need to build a foothold up funny how Kuwait's not controlled by the Empire. You'd think that'd be one of the planets they'd have. Shola's not. Ooh, we need to make some decisions here. We got 6,000 credits. Oh, well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to want to add a barracks to each planet that doesn't have one. Because barracks is... They're pretty much the start of a base. Without a barracks, you really can't do... Well, you can do a lot of things with a barracks, but a barracks is pretty important. It allows you to train infantry. And as you can see, we got 2 types of infantry we can produce. We can... Well, I'll show you. We have a bunch of infantry. I'll come to that later. But pretty much every planet you want to have a barracks on. That's pretty much how I go with it. Let's add a barracks on Kessel. Kashyyyk, not 2 barracks. We don't need 2 barracks. We actually need a space station in Kashyyyk as well. Because a space station pretty much allows you to build spacecraft and things. And you can upgrade it to a higher level. So Kashyyyk doesn't have a space station. So let's add a space station of Kashyyyk. Halt's got a space station and needs a barracks though. Oh, also Mon Mothma. She has a special ability where Mon Mothma is your hero unit. It's your faction leader. Like I said, if she dies in this Galactic Conquest, you lose the game. Which is not ideal in any way, shape, or form. And the Emperor pretty much functions the same way, except the Emperor actually is a combat unit. Mon Mothma's not. She's more of a fleet commander. Well, Emperor's more like a ground hero. I'll come to that later. But pretty much any planet that Mon Mothma's at is a 25% discount of all items, which is pretty useful. But since we will fail the campaign if we lose her, I'm not going to move her around much. Anywho, Endor, you want a barracks, and Prithia, you want a barracks. Have a barracks. We don't have any ground bases on any planets. Anywho, now one thing we're going to do is we're going to want to take Bespin immediately because, if you'll notice, Bespin has a 1,000 credit value. Right here is how much we're pulling in. We're currently only pulling in 485 per day, so Bespin is more than double what we're currently pulling in. So that's why we want Bespin immediately. So I'm going to immediately send this fleet out to capture Bespin. After that, Kuwait's a good planet to hold, but the Emperor is probably going to go for it as well. It might be good to capture Wayland because of its bonus. Shola because it holds trade routes. Polis too because it's a high credit planet. Alright, so here we go. First things first, we are sending this ground unit to capture Polis.
Invasion commencing.
Okay, good. We are sending this fleet to capture Bespin. I'm going to start dispatching infantry to capture Shola and Wayland.
Destination acquired.
Invasion commencing.
Alright, now we hold even more planets, which is good, good, good. And we're also going to want to take Ryloth, so I'll dispatch some tanks from Yavin and capture Ryloth.
Course plotted.
More tanks will capture Kuwait, because we want Kuwait.
Adjusting navicomputer.
Fondor would also be a good planet to capture. Can I dispatch units to Fondor? I don't even have units to spare. I think I'll pull some plexes from Hoth. Try to go to... Nope, I can't get to Fondor from Hoth. Never mind then. What about Endor? I'll dispatch the tanks from Endor. Not the best idea, but alright, so it looks like...
Building started.
Let's look at some barracks and space stations up at our newly captured planets. Ooh, Ryloth can actually have these buildings, cantinas, and they can have hut palaces. Jeez. I'm having a problem speaking today. Hut palaces allow you to build bounty hunters who can assassinate heroes for a fee. Cantinas allow you to build smugglers, which allow you to steal credits from the enemy. Both of these can only be built on certain planets. The cantina can only be built on Adbadoro Ray, Adzelia, Corellia, Nalhutta, Ryloth, and Tatooine. Hut palaces can only be built on Adzeria, Nalhutta, Ryloth, or Tatooine. And also we have these mining facilities, which increase your credits, your planet's income, which is useful. We're probably going to want to add some.
Building started.
Yeah, those are unique. I'm probably not going to build them though, because I don't really use smugglers or
Building started.
whatchabedoodles.
Beginning construction.
Well, Dagobah is undetectable ground bases, so I don't know. It might be pirate-owned. I'm not sure. These yellow planets are pirates. Pirates own the yellow planets. The Imperials own these red planets. Generally, the planet's gray. It's neutral, but sometimes some planets have stealth bases, so you can't really judge from there. Alright. Now, what do we want to do next? Well, first things first, we want to see how we get technology. We want to see how we get technology. As you can see, we have a current tech level. We start at level 1 in this Galactic Conquest, and we can go up to 5. I need to clear my throat. Anywho, each faction has a specific way to get technology. The Empire researches their entire technology through a research facility which they build, and they can research a tech upgrade and get all their tech immediately. The Rebellion uses R2-D2 and C-3PO. They can go to an Imperial planet and steal a specific piece of technology from a pool. Once they steal everything from a pool, their tech level increases, and they gain access to a few additional things. So, yeah, there's that. So that's how the Rebellion gets technology. And they're going to need more tech to get better ships, better infantry, better structures, better space stations, all that jazz. And this right here, this shows how long we have in a day. When this green bar fills up completely, it goes back, a day will pass, and we'll get a credit income for that day. As you can see, we're now making 1988. 1988 credits. And we currently, this is our current supply here, 8525. And this is our population cap. This is how many units we can currently field. As we see, we are currently fielding 51 out of 426. Units have different population amounts. For example, infantry, most ground units have 1. Some space units can go up to like 5. As you need to fill out a Corvette is a 2. Once this population cap fills up, we will be unable to produce new units. All planets give you a base population increase of 5, and space stations also increase your population. As you can see, we gain 10 additional population for a level 1 space station. And as we upgrade that further and further, we can get access to more and more units. Obviously, as we field larger and larger armies, we're going to have to worry about a population cap. So, that's going to be an issue. Alright, now what do we want to do? Let's steal some tech. Let's go to Bastille and we'll steal. Nope.
Invasion commencing.
Well, the Imperial... Looks like we've got an unofficial... Oh, we should be able to win this. We got TIE Molars on the ground. First ground battle. 80-80. Oh, I should probably mention the raiding. The Rebellion units have the ability to raid. A small enough ground force can get past an orbital defense fleet and actually attack the ground units without having to fight the space fleet like you normally do. The Empire does not have this ability. Only the Rebels do, but you can only do it with a few units, like 3 or 4 generally.
Enemy forces ahead. T2B over. On it.
Oh, we got the civilians on our side.
Course plotted.
Not that it's going to help because TIE Molars are able to kill us, but...
I've got him in my...
Take a small force and inflict whatever damage you can on the enemy.
Let's fight these TIEs. Oh, no, they're blowing up. They're blowing up. Ow.
Weapons ready.
Yeah, TIE Molars can blow up. They self-destruct, which is not ideal.
I copy. Targeting and I help.
Alright. We lost 2 tanks, but we defeated the enemy. Haha! A victory! We've captured Fondor from the weakest Imperial army ever.
Planetary control achieved.
Get a barracks up. The Imperials currently have a fleet in orbit, so we can't actually, oh, we can steal. Let's steal. I should pause the game. Yeah, the Imperials have a fleet in orbit, so we can't build a space station until we send some of our own ships to clear it out. Oh, well. Oh, Boba Fett's on this planet. That's not good. Anyway, you see how we had that steal? Now we can pay a credit fee and get any one of those pieces of technology. I'm going to get Y-Wing bombers. Because Y-Wing bombers are pretty useful. Well, we can't build them yet because we don't have the upgrades. Well, I think we can build them at Yavin. Yeah, we can build them at Yavin.
Construction complete.
Oh, they captured Naboo. Not Naboo. Yeah, as you can see, with the barracks, we can now train infantry. We can train infantry platoons, rebel soldiers lightly armed but highly motivated. 3 squads of 5 soldiers each per company. Infantry can capture reinforcement points, build pads, and some structures. What does that mean? I will tell you shortly when we get to a position where that's actually relevant. I mean, we can also build missile troops, which are good against vehicles. And in case you didn't know, these guys are good against conventional infantry. Oh. Now, what do we want? Shola is probably going to be a mining planet, so I'm going to add... Let's see, how many things do we want to add? I'm going to put 4 mining facilities on Shola, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of our mining planets. Because this planet's pretty far away from any Imperial threat currently. So that's going to be a mining planet. So I'm going to put 4 mines on the planet. There's a reason I'm building 4 instead of 5. Because as you can see, each of these structure spaces, this is one structure you can have. Once you cap out of structures, you can't build any more structures. As you can see, each planet has a different structure cap. Like Kashyyyk has 4, and Shola has 6. And they also have different space stations. Instead of building new space stations, you could upgrade. As you can see, we could upgrade our level 1 space station to a level 2 space station, which adds additional garrison troops and also to build more units. As you can see, Kashyyyk can have up to a level 4 space station. Shola can have up to a level 5, which is the maximum space station. Yeah, each planet has different building. You have to strategize how you want to add buildings and stuff to your planet. Let's see. Hoth's also out of the front lines, but I kind of want to be my officer center in the end. One thing we gotta do is we gotta take Azaria, because we need to link up with the rest of our forces. So let's start thinking about that. Oh wow, you can see our population cap just jumped up because of all those space stations and stuff. Let's upgrade the space station. I'm sorry I had the game paused currently because I'm just strategizing and talking a lot. And as you can see, once we use R2-D2 and C-3PO, there's a cooldown before we can use them again, as shown by that blue line. I'm going to add a level 2 space station to Bespin, because Bespin's one of the few planets that doesn't have a ground on them. They only have space. So if we lose in the orbital battle, we're screwed. Considering Kuwait's front line, we'll probably want to add a space station there as well. Pirates don't attack you, so you don't have to worry about defending yourself against pirates. Trifuria's already got level 2. Might be good to fortify Endor a little.
Building started.
Definitely want to one over
Building
Hoth, because,
started.
you know, Hoth is our home planet. Ryloth and Sholar and Kashyyyk are all good. Alright, let's, I'm gonna get the game going, because I don't want to, you know, be that guy who just pauses the game every now and then. Oh, they have their fleet left.
Construction complete.
I'm not gonna build a space station over, because, you know, they can send another fleet over. But, you know, we've got ships. Oh, I should also so I'm going to pause it again. I should also explain planetary abilities. Like, each planet has a special ability. For example, Polis has a higher... Polish investment have higher than normal income rates. Endor provides a 15% chance to reflect incoming blaster fire for TIE Molars, ATSTs, and ATAAs, which are Imperial, so it's good to be on that. And Fondor has a production boost for Alliance assault frigates. They cost 20% less to build with along with the old Fondor. So there are different types of abilities. Generally, there are interplanetary buildings, which affects the planet, like ground stealth and higher credit incomes. And then there are unit abilities, which improve units and things. Oh, the Empzone Ilium. Looks like the Imperials are capturing most of the rest of the planets. We need to start building up a fleet. Hoth's probably our best bet to build a fleet at the moment, because we got Mon Mothma there. But we really don't have any real capital ships. Oh, mission hull kind of
We are
upgraded.
receiving reports from pirate spies that the Empire has left one of their systems undefended.
Okay, in Empire at War, you have these little side missions. They don't appear in Forces of Corruption for some reason, but in Empire at War, you can get missions like the pirates and things. For example, task: conquer the undefended Imperial planet. And that's the planet over there. Something tells me that it does not undefended, considering it has a level 2 space station and at least 3 ground structures. Yeah, this mission's always a lie. It's always a lie. However, we'll probably want to capture Biss eventually, so... These missions last forever. There's no time limit on these missions, so we'll probably want to capture Biss eventually. Yeah, Biss is not undefended in any way, shape, or form. I don't know what that guy was smoking. Probably want to upgrade the station at Castle 2, because it's close to the front. No, Tatooine! Okay, they're here.
Of course.
Alright, next thing we're going to steal. We're going to steal Nebulon B frigate schematics. Because these are our capital ships. Nebulon B frigates are what we're sending to the front lines. These are our capital ships. As you can see, with a level 2 space station, which is the maximum we can get at this point, we can build up to 4 ships currently. We can build the Nebulon B frigates. Medium Rebellion frigate armed with 2 turbo laser batteries and 2 laser cannon batteries. A general purpose combat ship without any notable weaknesses. Hylian Corvette. Fast patrol cruiser armed with 8 laser cannons designed to destroy fighters and bombers. Engines are extremely powerful, allowing the ship to safely run away from a fighter can't win. These are escort ships, they're anti-fighter. Our Nebulon Bs are pretty much anti-corvette. Pretty much our ships come into frigates, into classes. There are fighters, bombers, corvettes, missile cruisers, frigates, and capital ships. Fighters are generally good against fighters and bombers. Bombers are good against capital ships and frigates. Corvettes are good against fighters and bombers. Frigates are good against corvettes, and in some cases other frigates. And capital ships are strong against anything except fighters and bombers. So, there's kind of like a... I wouldn't say a rock, paper, scissors kind of thing to it, but, you know. As you can see, we get a general overview of its strengths and weaknesses. Like, Y-Wings are strong against any Imperial capital ships, but weak to their fighters and their corvettes. And these are obviously our bombers, Y-wing squadrons, bombers armed proton torpedoes, and ion cannons. Torpedoes are able to bypass shields, which is super useful. You will see how useful torpedoes are. Ideally suited to attacking larger ships and space stations, 3 bombers per squadron. And X-wing squadrons, versatile fighters armed with laser cannons and are able to defeat enemy fighters, can hyperstate without requiring a carrier ship. 5 fighters per squadron. What that means by without a carrier ship, the Imperial fighters, if you know anything about the game, the Imperial fighters don't have hyperdrives in them, so they can't warp. Well, Rebellion ships can, so that's a definite advantage. However, the Imperials mean they'll constantly get fighters without having to add new fighters to their fleet, while the Rebels do. Anywho, we're approaching the time limit, so... we're actually approaching the time limit. Nothing much has happened so far. I think we're going to risk it and add a space station to Fondor. Right, we need to start building a fleet up, and we need to start doing it now. Because we're going to need to break the pirates at its area. If we can capture Abdaria, we'll link up to the rest of the rebellion forces in the northwest. Will allow us to link up with Bespin and Hoth. So capturing Abdaria is our fleet. As you can see, there's a pirate asteroid base in orbit, which it says it's only level 1, but pirate bases are treated different. An asteroid base is a pretty tough nut to crack. And they have a pirate base on the planet, considering there's only one pirate structure, which pirate bases are also tough to crack. So we're going to need to either get a good raiding force, but considering we don't have vehicles, that's going to be near impossible. We're going to need to build a fleet.
Unit in production.
Let's queue up 3 Nebulon B frigates for our fleet, because these allow us, because Nebulon Bs can pretty much go toe-to-toe with most pirate vessels. What about
Construction complete.
Capturing Mondani and Coriolan are they're things. Capturing Mondani would be nice considering its credit income. Doesn't have a ground base though. Which means a raid might be
complete.
a relevant idea.
Beginning construction.
We have to upgrade to level 2 at Fondor, considering well its front line. Let's start building a raiding force. And get
recruiting troops.
2 rebel infantry. And I'm going to use one of these Plex soldiers. I can see a little star there means it can raid. I believe you can have up to 3 units. Like I said, you can have 3 or 4. It depends on whether or not you have a hero unit or not. Anything more than... Oh, hey, they're back. Anything more than 3 conventional units without a hero generally means you can't raid. But yeah, just normally it's 3 units. What are we going to get now? We're going to get light factories, which are also incredibly useful. As you can see, if I try to add 4 units, it can't raid anymore. Alright. Light factories. These are also useful. Add everyone to your planet, because light factories are just as important in barracks. Without light factories, you can't add vehicles. For example, this builds T2B tanks and speeders and unlocks a lot of base defense structures. Adding light factories are pretty important. So, every planet gets a light factory, in my opinion.
Constructing.
Of course, that's just how I play the game.
Beginning construction.
Finances are getting low. Wait, it's 1 too. Well, actually, considering Shola's not frontline, I think it might not need a light factory. Really depends. Let me think. You know what?
Building cancel.
You know what? Let's focus on primarily on getting the planets that actually do need it at a moment, like
beginning
Kashyyyk.
construction.
What other planets? No, all of those do. Well, I want Hoth to be kind of like my main recruiting area for this sector, considering Mon Mothma's going to be here and so you get the discount. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, light factories are generally important. Alright, we got the core of our fleet set up. Nebulon B frigates.
Beginning
Castle,
construction.
Wayland, Yavin.
Beginning construction. Building
yeah,
under
and my last
construction.
controller will get them.
Mission log updated.
Mission log
We are
updated.
receiving reports from pirate spies that the We are receiving reports.
You already gave us that mission, stupid pirates.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Huh? What happened here? Everything blew up here. What does that mean? We will find out next episode. So, remember to drink some lemonade, pick up a controller, and have a good time. Peace out, peoples.